sun ain't out. My God, evenings are drawing in. But let's have them drawing in with a nice cigar. So this evening's menu review is this. It's the Perla del Mar. Perla del Mar was originally made in Cuba many moons ago, but now this one, I think they were produced again by in 2012, but this one 2016 were made in Nicaragua. This is the Maduro. It's a collaboration between Fuente and Newman, which is two excellent manufacturers. But at the end of the day, this was 6 inches long and it's 52 gauge. But the wrapper is a Connecticut broadleaf Maduro, which is absolutely lovely, and you have binder is Nicaraguan, and of course you have 4 mixes of tobacco in this. Or 4 blends mixed, I should say, and it's Jalapa, Riena, Condega, and Pueblo Nueva, if I got it right. So there you go. You got 4 of them. The burn line's a little bit wavy, but it could be to do with the weather as well, because there's a little bit of a breeze. The ash was beautiful. It stayed on for a long time. It was a lovely yellowy grey at one time, charcoal grey, and now it's just charcoal grey as we come into the last over halfways on the cigar. But what I did notice about this, the construction was very good. The construction was very good, except for there was one part of it there that one seam on the leaf just seemed a tiny bit too much, you know. Let's get out of the way of all these lights. A tiny little bit too much, so you could see it, and I don't like when you see a seam. I like them to blend in nicely. But in fairness, I can't moan too much about that. What else did we have? We had, yeah, so, and it's a lovely, what's it called, oily wrapper. It's a lovely dark shade, lovely oily wrapper, dark chocolate shade, beautiful. Geez, you'd easily get nearly 2 hours out of the cigars. It's absolutely fabulous. Oh, stand up here because it's raining on me. Yeah, so whatever. Oh, the draw. The draw is lovely. Small bit of resistance on the draw, which is nice. It's nice. I had to punch it, and believe it or not, I punched it. If you can see that, I punched it with the top of a biro because I forgot my cutter and I forgot my punch. So I done it with the top of a pen, but not the bit with the ink on it, the other end, if you know what I mean. Oh God, I'm tired. You know it was Monday, but yeah, and it's a beautiful band on it. With those beautiful ships from long ago, galleons, whatever they were called. I didn't have to relight it or anything like that, so which was good. The last couple of cigars I reviewed were a little disappointing, but this certainly does not disappoint. It's got, like the wrapper, of course, gives it sweetness, earthiness, and a little bit of pepper, but not much pepper at all. You'd feel more slight tinge of pepper on the retrohale because it dissipates a lot during it, but the flavors are so sweet. It's like a caramelly, chocolatey sweetness. It's got hints of chocolate, obviously, and cocoa. It's got lovely notes of like a little bit of, you know, the bitter cocoa taste. Not seriously bitter, but just nice. It doesn't leave any taste whatsoever on your palate, any film of anything. Which the last couple of cigars, one or two did, but it's just lovely, and it's got a nuttiness to it. Can't claim with that, and a sweetness to it, like as well. That's a fruity sweetness, and I was trying to think, what does it remind me of? And it actually reminded me of blackberries when I was a kid. You know, when you went out and you picked blackberries, and when you bit into the first blackberry, that's what the fruitiness reminded me of. Blackberries more than anything else, but that's of course to me, you know. And of course it's got the nuttiness and the earthiness. So basically it's chocolatey, it's cocoa-y, it's fruity, it's earthy, small bit leathery, but not much. Small bit peppery, but not much. You know, you're not gonna. It's a medium smoke. It's not strong, but it's actually a lovely smoke. And there's me saying I didn't have to relight it. There you go. There's a first time for everything. But in all fairness, it's a delicious smoke and well worth the money. Yeah, I'd have to say I like it. And I'm delighted because I had to, as I say, mind a few of these, bring them back to life a little bit, because they seem to have dried out a little. So I will say, I'll give it a 9 out of 10 anyway, for construction, for draw, for the burn. Well, the burn line isn't fantastic, but for construction, for draw, for flavours, because it's a lot of flavours, and it's a lovely creaminess to it as well. The 4 tobaccos from the 4 different regions in Nicaragua blend in beautifully. They really knew what they were doing when they were making this one, and I don't believe it's mega expensive. You know what I mean? So I have to say, it's well worth the money. Some rain dripping down on me there. So yeah, it's what can I say about it, folks? It's just a lovely cigar. So the Perla del Mar Maduro, okay, from Fuente and JC Newman. I think JC Newman supply them now completely, but it's a bit of an amalgamation between the two of them. All right, that's the blend. So as I say, if this was lit, keep it smoky. Onwards and upwards, the Irishman.